know y'all didn't do it. I know it. That's fine. I don't care. You just want to sit there, be too cool for school, not participate. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, anyway, so I'm Alina, aka Dog, and this is my first official subject video. I am going to be chatting with you guys about my favorite topic, the F-boy. They have plagued this city and this generation. Nah. I'm going to preface this by saying that F-boys suck, yes, but they are human, and hurt people. So I have a lot of compassion for the people who, you know, act out in relationships in order to fill some kind of void, but I do think we should just start this off with compassion, because I'm gonna bash them in a second. So I have had a lot of experience with F-boys in my life, unfortunately, but if I could at least help you guys not have to deal with the shiznit that I've dealt with, then maybe it'll have all been for a reason, right? It would have been worth it. So anyway, I'm gonna give you 15 signs, red flags, if you will, of how to spot an F-boy. So here we go. Numero uno. First and foremost, the F-boy national motto is, I don't like labels. I don't believe in labels, babe. I like you. I just am not ready for a relationship. I know that this is probably gonna be one of the 15 signs that gets the most flack on my end for saying this, because I know our generation is pretty resistant to labels. And it's understandable, especially if you're in the LGBTQI community, if it's in reference to your race. I know you're not simply defined by your race or your sexual preference, right? However, I think labels are necessary. I'm gonna be the first to acknowledge my privilege, okay? I'm a cisgendered female who looks like a whitey-tighty, and I'm like 85% straight, so I get it. I get it. I'm very privileged, and I'm totally open to having this conversation about, you know, if you don't believe labels are necessary. But I believe at this stage in my existence that labels are so necessary, and I think that instead of trying to restrict and be against labels, we should simply expand our vocabulary, right? If someone wants a different pronoun, give them a different pronoun. If there's not a word to describe what you are, let's find a word. So when someone says, I don't believe in labels, to me, that's someone simply saying, I want all of the physical and emotional and psychological benefits of being in a relationship with you and taking everything you've got to give, but I don't want to be held accountable for a single dang thing, and I'm not going to give anything back in return, because I don't have to, because we're not exclusive. Yeah, it's just pansy. Like, just allow, if you want casual, great, that's fine. There are so many people who are down for that, but just allow the person to be on the same page as you. Just communicate what you want and don't avoid that conversation. So that's number one, label it up. All right, number two, on a dating app, there's an option that says, what are you looking for? If someone says they don't know, or if they don't put anything, those are major red flags to me, because if you say you don't know, it's telling me two things. One, it's telling me that either you are not introspective or self-aware enough to even know what you want. It just means you're a mess, right? And you're just gonna drag someone else into your mess. It just means you also haven't given much forethought to foresight into what you are on this stupid app for. Like, why did you sign up? There had to have been a reason, so just take 5 seconds to think about it, right? You can't even put in that effort or fill out your profile, for example. Imagine the effort you're actually gonna put into a relationship. Someone that says they don't know, or they simply don't put it, is someone who is probably too much of a coward / pansy little biatch to just say they want casual, and then they're gonna go back and use it as a loophole later to be like, oh, I said I didn't know what I wanted. No, just own it. At least I respect the people that say they're looking for casual, because they have enough consideracy and integrity and honesty and respect and blah blah blah. Like, just own your shiznit. If you want casual, be casual. Number three, when somebody says, I just want things to happen naturally, babe. I just want things to happen organically. That's a freaking cop-out. That's someone who wants the relationship to be on their terms. They don't want to have the discussion with you. They don't want to allow you to be on the same page as you. It's okay to date intentionally. It's okay to allow people to be on the same page. It kind of goes back to number one. Number four, I know you all have heard, of course, that if someone texts you late at night, that obviously means they're an F-boy, right? But I also, in terms of texting, if they just text you the day of just to hang out, right? They don't have any foresight about plans. They don't make plans. It's all kind of last minute, or if they only want to hang out with you like after the main event of the night, you're kind of just like the afterthought, right? Or they just don't make plans with you. They text you when they're bored and have nothing else to do. All right, number 5. An F-boy will most likely be calling you babe, baby, and just a ton of other super sweet nicknames that are generic and unearned in the beginning of your relationship. Number 6. An F-boy is probably gonna be very, as I said, charming. Very charming. They come on really strong, right? They love bomb you. They come on strong, tell you how awesome you are, tell you how different you are, how much they like you, how sexy you are, how beautiful you are, blah, blah, blah. And it's all kind of, it's like before they truly know you, it kind of feels like it's a little fast, but you're kind of flattered and you're like, wow, this is special. And then they ramp up the feelings really quickly, okay? And then as soon as they get what they want, bye, hasta la vista. Number 7. They will text you and like your pics, and they'll basically just stay in contact with you, but without actually making any solid plans or effort to see you, right? They'll just kind of keep themselves on your radar. You know, this is so that they can, like, one night when it's 11 p.m. on a Friday and the girl at the bar didn't want to hook up with him, the girls at the bar, the women at the bar, I'm progressive. When they didn't want to hook up with him, at least they have you because you've been kind of kept on hold. They've stayed on your radar. They gave you just enough to make you think that they're still interested, and they basically breadcrumbed you. So if they're not making plans to see you, watch out because they be an F-boy, okay? Number 8, they are in and out. They will disappear, they sense it, and they come swooping back in. Make sure you don't move on. Make sure you're still in their little grasp. And it's usually around 9 to 14 days where this happens. They'll do this by like liking 1 out of 3 of your pics, or they'll come in really strong, tell you, oh, I was so busy with work, babe. I was thinking about you the whole time. I missed you so much. And then same shiznit, right? They come in, do their thing, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then bounce, and then come back and bounce. But it's like just enough to keep you questioning, oh, well, maybe they do like me, or maybe they were busy, or it's like it just makes you doubt what you were thinking before. It's just effed up, okay? 9, it kind of goes back to the labels thing. They will always keep you guessing on where you stand with them, right? I'm not even gonna elaborate on them. The fact that you're even here watching this video, the fact that you're even questioning, he's probably an F-boy, I'm sorry. Number 10, they will only really see you if it's convenient for them. They probably won't be driving over to your place. They'll ask you to hang out, but you probably will have to go to them. The only time they will make an effort to come to your place is if they know they're probably gonna get laid. A little, I don't know, that's not what they do, but you know, they're not gonna, if it's not convenient for them, they're not gonna make an actual plan. You're gonna be the afterthought, right? And you're gonna put in most of the effort here. Number 11, they just will not make you their main plan, right? They won't plan something with you. They will make plans with their friends. They'll go out, get drunk with their friends, and then they'll text you, or they'll say, hey babe, I'll text you after I'm done hanging out with my friends. Like, why weren't you invited to go hang with friends? If they're not including you in your life or making you an active priority in their life, then they're an F-boy and you's a fool, girl. No, just kidding. You're not a fool. They could be a good person, right? Or they could genuinely just have shiznit going on, but have enough self-awareness to recognize that you have shiznit going on and don't drag someone into your mess, that's all. Number 12, this one, it's kind of silly. It's just a little thing I've noticed. If a guy asks you to hang out, like we're 12 years old, it's kind of, instead of saying, hey, would you like to go on a date? Or I'd like to take you out. Instead of making it clear that it's a date, I kind of consider that F-boy behavior. That's just another way to keep things ambiguous and not really be committal in any way. And it's just like pansy, just, we're adults, we're not 12. Ask her out, right? Or ask him out. Ask him out. Progressive. Huh. Number 13, they are not consistent. When they say they'll call, when they say they'll text, when they say they'll hang out or plan something or whatever, they're just not consistent, okay? You can't really rely on them, and that's simply because you're not a priority to them. And that goes back to several of the other points, right? 14. This one is probably one of my favorites. I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers. Some people are gonna think it's immature of me. When you're an adult in an adult relationship, if your person is still liking, following, DMing, texting any of their exes, ex-flings, ex-Bumble girls. That's a freaking red flag. Like, sorry, I'm friends with some exes, but I'm not texting with them, and it's not someone who I still have feelings for, or they still have feelings for me. I also make it very clear to them that I'm seeing someone. Like, and I would introduce that person to them. It's not like a separate relationship. If they're friends with me, they're friends with my person, or else I'm not friends with them. If I wouldn't invite them to my wedding, why am I even talking to them? Because I do think it's nice to be friends with your exes, but there's just no need, no matter how close you are to an ex, to be looking at their bikini pics every 2 days on Instagram, or to be looking at their stories. They don't need to be that actively involved in their lives, okay? It's not respectful to your person. It's just not. Some people have different opinions on this, that's fine, but me personally, I just think it's an F-boy move. Like, you just don't need, you can be friends with someone from afar and be respectful to your person. To me, my definition of cheating is not what your intentions are, but it's also how other people can interpret your intentions. Are you actively honoring your person in every interaction you have with someone? Are you not just making them feel like, yeah, okay, that's fine, you're making them feel honored? Okay, number 15. You've made it this far. Congratulations. You listened to all my ramblings. You're a saint. Congratulations. Basically, if you're out there, if you're macking with your dude, having a good time, things are starting to get hot and heavy, and if he says the words, come on babe, just the tip, F-boy, that's all you gotta know. He's an F-boy. Who's that gonna be good for? It's never just the tip, right? He's trying to just get just the tip. Okay, but not just the shaft, okay, just the balls, okay, just, I don't know, whatever. That's my little rant on F-boys, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned a little something. So I just want to help you guys out and know my intentions are good, and know I do have compassion for these people, and I hope they heal. Just heal yourselves. Basically, if you're still in love with your ex, don't get into a thing with someone. Like, just do your healing. But just kind of, all we ask is that you're honest about what your intentions are. Look inward and do some thinking about what you actually want. Just be honest, have integrity, have compassion, and we're good. Dating would be a blast. Dating will be a blast. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much again, and as I always say, let your freak flag fly.
Freak in the sheet, freak in the sheet.